Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's live trading action video. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here. Today's date is Monday, March 18th, 2019. Well, I'm looking at Facebook as a swing trading opportunity. Many people are asking me, where is the spot? So you can see there's some support here, but this is actually more of a day trading level, maybe a one-day swing trade. I'm looking for the bigger move. Where's the bigger move going to come from? It's clear as a bell here. Where it's going to come from is at this gap fill level right here. You have pivot, pivot right there, plus gap fill. You can see how the stock was coming up, kind of hit that level, pulled back, hit the level, went a little higher, pulled back, up a little bit, pulled back, and then finally got up there, and then it had to gap over the level. Sometimes heavy resistance levels can't be broken unless there's a gap involved, and that's what happened here. So what we know about from terminology and methodology is that resistances become support. So if it was a heavy resistance area and it finally got above it, on the way back down, you're going to get that as a major support level. So what you're seeing here is Facebook's coming in beautifully. It's coming in for the last few days. It probably gets a minor bounce right off of this 160 level here. Let's put that trend line in flat. So again, 160 level flat there, support. But ultimately, I expect it to go through that within a few days. And then you're going to see the gap fill. That's the mega swing trading level that you want to play, in my opinion. So again, expect a small bounce here. You could even day trade it. I gave it to the chat room as a potential day trade level there. By the way, 4 for 4 in the intraday stock chat today, literally picking levels almost to the penny in terms of where they're going to bounce, and we just rocked it today in the intraday stock chat day trading wise. But this is a swing trade. Look for a small bounce, then a breakdown, and 150, just above 150 is going to be your epic level of support. So that's what we have going on here, folks. I'm also following Apple. Apple is it possible coming into a shortable level. You see it just filled a gap here. That's all fine and dandy, but if you look at the moving averages, let me throw my moving averages on. Look at how close you are to the 200 moving average. That's where I'm going to look to pull the trigger on a short on Apple, and it's at 190 Pierce. So when it gets above 190, I'll start accumulating short shares here in the coming days. I expect it. I mean, the way this thing has been this strong, I mean, probably at some point this week, you got to assume it's going to get to that level and be a beautiful trading opportunity. Going to the spiders, one thing I'm watching, we've seen a pretty intriguing reversal today off the highs, although we are floating back up. Volume is negligible today, 29 million, very light. But look at this line. I mean, this is just an incredible trend line right across. And you can see, pivot, 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 and now we're right back into that level. So this is a big level I'm watching on the markets. I don't necessarily say it can't get through because I think it could, the way it's hovering up here and as long as the volume stays light, but there's no doubt that this is a big level. If it does get through this level, you have another little leg up, only a minor leg to this pivot point right here. You can see right here, and then a pivot low right there. That'll be your next resistance right around 287 or so on the SPY as resistance. Okay, so that's what we have going on here, folks. Again, good trading right now in the markets. If you're aware of the PBT methodology, which is what we use to pinpoint trade levels, I can show you a couple trades today. BSX was one of them. Take a look at the level right here. So this is where we bought it in the intraday stock chat. My trend line's still there for when I was doing the chat earlier today. So that's a beautiful thing. And then also, if we want to go and look at a couple other ones, let's take a look here. We also had, I'll read off the symbols to you guys. We also had a Netflix scalp. This was a beautiful one, guys. Take a look at Netflix here. I want to go to the intraday chart on this one because this was an intraday level. Look at this. So look at this pivot point right here, and look at the oversold short-term chart down into the 50 moving average. We bought right here, and look at the bounce. I mean, that's just two of the trades right there. We also traded IWM today was a beautiful one. Let's look at that one. This was another classic level here. Look at this. This was our trade right here. So we had a level right down here. You had the gap fill there. We waited for a pierce of the 200 right here. Got in right here, and then look at that snapback. Then it actually came back in, but then moved higher again. But another great scalp. And scalps, again, were in and out in, a minute or two. I mean, they're really quick. The other one was ABT. ABT, let's take a look at that. And again, here was our buy. You can see the trend line right here. When it came down, look at the oversold nature of that move. Pierced this level. This is right where we bought in this range. And then look at the quick snapback over the next 10, 20 minutes. Just a beautiful move up. And again, 4 for 4 today. 4 winners out of 4 trades. And that's pretty much par for the course, folks. We bet 95% in the intraday stock chat if you're a day trader. There's no better place to be. All right, guys, I'll talk to you all soon. Keep an eye on the Facebook level as a swing if you're a swing trader. Also the level for shorting Apple. Have a great one, guys.